Hey, babe, who am I? Sure. 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 Sure.
Let's look back.
Sure. Welcome back to another edition of Love Talks with the Garçons, Married at First Sight Review Edition.
Season 12, episode 8. Hey, you don't have your hat on today.
I know. I got a cut, y'all.
You look fine.
Ladies, comment Zaddy.
Ain't nobody gonna comment Zaddy.
Comment Zaddy.
Don't you comment Zaddy, okay?
I think we should call this one the Wise Friend Edition.
The Wise Friend Edition.
I think there are a lot of moments where their friends were actually giving them some really good counsel.
Yeah, like...
And of course, Kristen accepted. What else is due?
Those friends were really impressive. The accountability that they gave their friends. That's like, those are friends you really want to have, not just yes men, you know? But they were really challenging them to really think about like, okay, listen to what you're saying. Is it making sense? Blah, blah, blah. So it opens up with Brianna and Vincent. It kind of... we kind of open up with where we left off last week, where Brianna and Vincent got into this little argument because Vincent is caught up on this word respect. And how Brianna doesn't respect him because of the champagne. So Vincent of you, because they replayed it again. I thought it was Vinny, but they replayed it again. And so he's like, she doesn't respect me or whatever. And so like last week we saw that he left her, but he got as far as the parking lot and said, you know what? I'm responsible for Brianna and what's that little dog name? Coochie?
Stupid dog.
Stop it, babe.
Why they all have dogs?
They all...
I feel like there are more. I think there are more dogs in that show than human cats. I think there are a lot more dogs than human.
He said, you know, when we have an argument, I can't just leave. You know, we're married now. Like, it was not just a relationship. I can't just leave you. And I love that perspective. She was like, listen, if you ever need to cool down, we got 2 bedrooms. Like, go to the next bedroom. Like, chill out. Don't, you know?
I think the one thing that we don't talk enough about when it comes to males especially, I think Vincent is dealing with low self-esteem. So every little thing that happens to him, he feels like is being belittled. I think that's the word he needs to use. It's not respect.
It's not respect, right? Because even his friend, when he met up with his friend was like, as Vinny was telling him the story, his friend is really laughing. Like, because it is a funny story, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like...
Wait, you're going to leave the house because of what?
Yeah. Bring it back real quick.
Like, what happened? Man.
And it's like, it was like, okay, Vinny, wake up. What is respect to you? Because respect is something different to different people.
One of the things that Ann and I have, and I think it's because her family is crazy. No one is off limits. Everybody get dragged. Everybody get joked on. We be dragging and joking on each other. It's like you have to be able to do that and have fun with your partner. I feel like Shorty gonna have to be walking on eggshell because of this man's sensitivity.
You can't be comfortable in a relationship where you have to always think about. That's one of the signs of a toxic relationship where, you know, you have to always
be on eggshell.
Be on, you know, your P's and Q's. Or I may offend him if I say this, so let me not say this. But yeah, so Vinny just kind of, like, I love how his friend just told him, listen, you got a good one here. Like, you know, don't mess this up.
Yeah. Vinny, you get a clap again today.
No, he don't deserve a clap today.
No, you got a clap twice.
He came back, so that's a plus for him today. Yeah, and she was like, I was confused about like you saying where is home, you know, because this is home, and they said it together, and I love the way they came to an agreement. You know, okay, if I need some time to myself, I'll go to the other room.
Yo, homie looked like he got some kind of internal struggle. It really looks like he got some kind of internal struggle with his emotions and anger.
Somebody posted on our last video and said they feel like it's a language barrier Like he doesn't have
He speak English.
meaning like he doesn't have the correct, I guess, terminology.
He wasn't born in the States, right?
To express how he's truly feeling. And he doesn't have the vocabulary to express it, you know? I love what he brought up. Not that I love what he said. When Vinny was like, when I spilled the champagne and stuff, he expected her to like help him clean up. Like, oh baby, let me help you. Let me get you a new shirt. No, like Irvin and I, we lead this workshop called Unrealistic Expectations, and sometimes we shit on people. Like we like, don't shit on me, don't shit on me.
She didn't say S-H-I-T.
I said S-H-O-U-T, guys. Don't shit on me. Don't say what I should do, right? Because you're expecting me to do something that you probably would do, but you can't impose that on me. You know what I mean? And I think that's what he was doing. He was imposing what he would do on her, which made him disappointed. And that's what it does. It disappoints.
But at the same time, I get a point. I feel even in him saying that, it was also a moment of vulnerability. Like right now, I just messed up. I'm a mess right now. I need you to help me pick up. I need you to pick me up in this moment. But the fact that you say that's so Vinny of me, that beat me down. In addition to that, keep in mind, I don't even know. There's at least 4 or 5 different people in that room. I just did something that's so embarrassing, and you're making fun of me in front of those people. No, I'm the comic relief here. Why am I being a voice of reason?
No, Brianna is just learning him. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect her to know what you need or in those times.
Yeah.
Like
I think that she'll never told him she was bossy.
Yeah, he's running with that hard body.
I think he has his sting up already because of that.
So Brianna and Vincent's family dinner.
Yeah, that was a dope. First of all, it was real family.
Yeah.
Because it's their mothers.
His brother and her friend, her really close friend, I think. I'm not sure.
So that was pretty dope.
Yeah, and I love that they chose to play a game, to kind of lighten the, break the ice.
Brianna's a good hostess.
She really was.
We could hang out. We could go to their house.
Yeah, right? We would have some really good fun time. You look like Vinny. I got curly hair like Brianna this week. We would have.
They look like Rihanna could be a good hostess. Like they could be fun people to hang out with. Until Vinny goes to his Hulk mode.
Yeah, because he better not make no mistakes while we there. Oh, even while we were playing the game, she said something. He was doing like 2 truths and a lie or something like that. Which one is the lie
like
or whatever?
Fall out of a car?
I fell off of a moving vehicle. She said, I think that's the truth. I said, Brianna, be careful. He might get mad. It was nice though. He laughed about it. Mommy, she really can't speak a lot of English, but she tried her best. She said, welcome to the family. And Brianna's like, ooh, gracias.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was cute.
I actually like their family/friend dinner.
Yeah, that was cute. Best. All right, y'all, let's move on. Clara and Ryan. I want to get them out the way because I really ain't got nothing to say.
Sure. Sure.
Stop. That's all he said.
Sure.
Ryan continues to hide in this closet of innocence and purity and like I don't know. I just feel like he's like a whole he's a whole
old man,
book
right?
of worms. You gotta open it and find his
saying
words.
that as an old man at 29.
Yeah, she's like, yo, can you stop saying that? Like, just can you just jump on these bones?
Sure.
No, he's not gonna say sure because he really ain't jumping on bones. She is sexually frustrated. Like she wants him to just come and jump on her bones. He don't want to sweat out his purr.
Sleep back.
Why is Ryan doing this to this girl? Like, why is he? Like I don't know. I really can't pinpoint what his deal is. He opens up. She talks about how, when she was with the girl, she was talking about how, she was at a party with her friends or whatever, and they were drinking and taking shots, and she tried to get Ryan to take a shot, and he was like, no. Like, he actually got upset. Like, I don't want to do this.
Not sure.
No, it's not funny anymore, babe.
Sure.
So, okay, I just need us to think about what she's saying that she's not saying. So she's sexually frustrated. And then she says she's never seen him with a shirt off. But then she says she's not that she's tired, but it's hard for her to do things sexually, other things sexually, but not the
So
actual.
in other words, you don't really need to take your shirt off for tops. She's giving him tops. Right? Tops.
No, that's appropriate. She's not saying it, but she's insinuating. Do you think she's
Giving him tops?
But like, hold up. You don't want to have sex with me, but you want me to give you tops.
Not
Are you
asking for it.
reciprocating?
Maybe he's not even asking for it. When she say, do you want tops? You just say, sure.
Are you reciprocating, bro? Like, don't do that to my sis. Don't do that to her.
She ain't your sis. She's white.
Was that racist?
They're not sis. They're friends.
Don't do that to
Karen?
what's her name? Clara, babe. Her name is Clara. So Clara and Ryan with their dinner thing. There's really nothing to talk about.
So we don't know why her friends or outside of mass friends couldn't come.
I was a little confused about why Clara's friends, why they weren't
She
able
had
to come.
she had Brianna and Jacob's wife,
Haley
come as her friend to this guest dinner party thing. I guess it was the family dinner episode. So that's what she had to come. I don't know why her real friends did not come.
Brianna said, "Let me show my face and be out because I gotta go."
Typical black people thing. That's what we do. We be like, "Yo, I'm here. You saw me.
I'm out." Their storyline is just really. It needs to pick up. It needs to pick up. Something needs to happen.
There's not enough transparency of what's going on.
Yeah, crazy. All right, let's move on. Virginia and Eric. Eric is in La La Land.
That's everything.
And how's everything?
Oh, we're great. We are amazing. See, I compare her to my love for flying. We get on a plane and go high. No TSA.
It's crazy. Like, he's like, everybody, we're great.
We're great.
Oh,
we're amazing.
We're great.
Except there's always
just that one thing that could
she drinks. She's
down.
Old. She party. You're not happy, bro. You have this list of things that you cannot stand about her.
I don't know why he keeps doing that. Like, and he always asks other people how they're doing or whatever. But like
comparison.
But then when they ask him, or we're great. Oh, we're great. We're great.
Amazing.
Like,
oh my god. Like,
I'm so over his false sense of perfection, right? When he's talking to Ryan when they're walking the dogs, like all 7 dogs, he's like, everything's great. Everything, just a few little things that, Eric, those are not a few. Those are big things that really bother you. That you say that if she doesn't change, that could be the end of you guys. Virginia is away for a wedding, but he's like talking to his friend like, I want her to miss me. Like, I want her to go and like notice that I'm not there. Like, that she needs me. Like, bro, I think she's happy that she's not with you right now because you're just too overbearing in a sense. Like, and it's not that what he says doesn't make sense.
Just too much.
It's just too much. It's like he keeps reminding her that he's done this before and she hasn't. So that right there is just, I think it's turning her off. Like, okay, I know you've done it. Like, let me learn, right?
It's like too opposite. He's too overbearing. She's too carefree. I want to party.
I don't think what he's saying and the things that he says, like, I need to know where you are. Like, when I go out, I check in with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's
because you know better.
Yeah, Zandy. Like, that's like relationship 101. Like, he needs to know where I am, safety issues or whatever. And so that's okay. But the way she's taking it is like, okay, first of all, you're older than me. You talk down to me. You sound like my dad. So you asking me this thing right now, it makes me feel like you're trying to control me. And so she comes back from her vacation.
Oh, it was great. I miss you so much. I mean, I wish you would call me, tell me that you're missing me. You miss me, right?
He said,
Did you miss me?
no, he said, I know you missed me, right?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Don't tell her she missed you.
I don't think she ever said it.
She didn't miss you. Her face said tag him back. She said she had such a great time. And he was like, calling me talking like every 2 hours. That wasn't bad, right?
There's something wrong with these people.
That's not okay. When I went out with my cousins, when I went to Jamaica with my cousins, Irvis and I would talk in the morning.
Yeah.
We would text probably, a couple of times throughout the day, and then we talk again at night.
I just wanted to make sure she wasn't smoking weed. They sell a lot of weed in Jamaica. Like, we cannot take one step. We can't take one step on the beach and not find a weed man.
I'm going to call him. No, Irvins. That's it. But, it's like he wants her to call like every 2 hours? Nah. Come on, Eric. You're doing too much. She doesn't even know you.
You get a clap this week, right? You get a clap this week?
He gets a clap. Give him a clap. But I love how at the party, Virginia was very, affectionate with Eric. Like, she wanted, her 2 guy friends came, the ones that Eric doesn't want her to be friends with. Or the way she was kind of catering towards Eric, hugging him, sitting in between his legs, and, kissing him, being affectionate with him to show, okay, these are my friends, honey, but you're mine. I belong to you. I respected that part.
I think she kind of went out of her way to make him feel comfortable by bringing these guys.
Yeah.
Do it that way now. Since you're married now, if you still want to hang out with
have them come over.
Have them come over.
And then one of the guys takes Eric to the balcony and says, "Listen, we go out every night or every weekend."
Yeah.
Okay, you went out every night, now that she's married, that's not going to happen anymore. It can't happen anymore, Virginia. It can't. So he says, and I know her for a long time, she doesn't do well with controlling people. She
obviously spoke to her friends about him. Yeah, I would have been mad if I was.
Don't come at me like that.
Yeah, but it's an edit, and then they cut to commercial and they came back. No, but he did say, something. She always talking about you. She talking about me while you're smashing her. Stop that. Let me stop. Virginia is not a hoe. Don't call her that anymore. She's not a slut. Don't call her that. I'm taking it back from last time. She's not a harlot. Virginia, let's just grow up a little bit more. Just get ready for get ready in your mind, because you're already married. Now you gotta get married in your mind. Oh, get married in your mind. Ooh, that's a word for somebody. All right, let's move on. Haley and Jacob. Haley's friend, girl, come back every week to talk some sense into your friend Haley, okay? Yeah. She gave such great advice. Haley's now talking to her friend, and she's like, you know what? I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling him. She was like, she said, so what's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. He's obsessed with the 80s, and, he has these weird clothes or whatever. But she was like, so what's the real problem? And she's kind of holding her accountable. Haley, what you're saying is dumb. In other words, what you're saying makes no sense. You're being petty. He was like, when he got mad at me because he thought I lied to him, because the girls met up, but then some of the guys ended up coming, and he came and saw that, and he thought I lied. She's like, but no, she did lie. She did lie to him. And then she said he accused me of having a boyfriend, but she switched up his words. She said, "Do you have a boyfriend back home?" Or no, he accused me of having a boyfriend. So she tried to switch up what he said. I think she's, and I've seen this. She's a victim of too good to be truism. Was this guy who's really nice? You're really trying to treat me nice. Yeah. What are you doing? I'm not used to that. Yeah. So I'm gonna find any reason to sabotage it. Jacob is trying. And I think he just want a hug. I think Jacob looks. He's looking a little better. He has this peach fuzz. It's kind of cute, Jacob. You're weird. He's weird, but he has this weird sense it's lovable. It's lovable. A lot of people like him because of that, He's true to who he is, and he's funny, He's weird. And awkward. I feel like Haley is not allowing herself to open up to like him.
But her friend gave her some really good advice. She's like, listen, what you're saying is what you're saying is very surface. Just get deeper. Like, give him a chance. Give it some time. She's allowing her to see the reality and everything, and she made her she put her in her place. And her face, Haley's face was like, you supposed to be my friend. Like,
between that, Haley's friend, Vincent's friend, they needed to hear from their friends the things you bring up.
Yeah,
it's really not that serious.
Yeah. So kudos to your friend, Haley.
Did Slickback have a friend? No, they didn't have a friend moment. His only conversation was with Pilot Boy when they were walking the dogs.
Okay. And so in the middle of all this, we have the guy meetup and the girl meetup. That's where Clara shared about her Ryan story with the shots at the party, and Bree is like, she's, having to grow in love, and, and Haley is kind of giving the sense that she's really trying. Now with the guys, Vincent says something like, when I come home, I just want to be by myself. Yeah. I don't know what these people think marriage is. Don't get me wrong. Having time to yourself is, is necessary. It's normal.
It's therapeutic.
But when we first got married, I didn't want time to myself. I wanted to be under you all day, every day, Danny. Like, I wanted to be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you sound like such a bird just now.
Like, you want to be all, because like you're getting to know this person, and like, I don't know, for you to be so soon saying I need time to myself. It's like so early on. It's like, what about, later on down the line? Was you going to need a vacation for yourself? Like, I don't know. So then Jacob shares something. He shares something, he says, he has a fear that Haley is eventually going to come around, but then he's going to be checked out.
It's possible.
This is not a relationship. This is not. Right. This is not this is a marriage, and it's a real marriage. Like,
but we have to be. I think there's a lesson to be learned there. If you are in a marriage or relationship, it is imperative that you both are working. You can't take turns to work. You can't take turn in working. One person is trying hard. You are completely not doing anything. You're not responding to it. And now the time that you want to come back and try to, put in work, that person is checked out. And sometimes it's hard to get somebody who was checked out to check back in. You have to be receptive to the person's effort.
And Ryan talks about how he doesn't, he has trust issues and he doesn't like let people in too quickly. But like, you have this woman who is just there for you. Like, she wants to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Ryan, we're going to find out something about Ryan, and we're going to be like, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Let's move on to who this is really about.
The Chris and Paige Show.
Paige.
This episode, you went.
Can I call her sis?
Yeah, she black.
Sis. You were listening. You heard us. You heard us. Girl, listen, y'all. Sis heard us. Okay? And she made that move. Now, listen,
You ain't gonna last, though.
Paige, come here. Don't you go back.
She will.
Let me just live here for a little bit, okay?
I'm gonna sit back.
I don't even want to think
of back.
I don't even want to think about what happens next week. I know I saw some previews of the next episode, and I see her there still. But
she got up and walked away.
She got up and walked away. So let's keep that same energy, Paige. Let's keep it. So now, homeboy is sitting at the table, not the table. He's sitting somewhere with his pastor and a pastor friend. The pastor and the pastor friend, they're like, yeah, what's going on? And they talking to him and they say how, hey, oh, Chris, you like a married man now. And, he's talking to pastors and he says, and they're like, let me guess that she having twins. And he has a little smirk on his face and he's like, actually, I just, I asked him for a divorce. Divorce? And they're like, hold up. We weren't expecting that. And then he says, because as soon as she came down the aisle, I told you what he said was, damn, I do not like this face. Right? He said he wasn't attracted to her as soon as he saw her walk down the aisle. And then he says that, so he said, I thought, having sex with her, that I would magically be attracted to her.
Soul connection.
Magically be attracted to her? And then the pastor's faces are like, hold up, this is getting worse and worse and worse. Like, what is going on? And then they stop him. They're like, all right, no, Chris, you're going to have to learn commitment.
And then my man went like this.
Because he didn't like what they were saying to him.
I'm over this conversation.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
They were like, you're going to have to learn commitment. And I feel like the pastor and that friend, they know that Chris is a cornball. They know that he's a jerk. And that's why they kept on saying, you have a diamond in your hand. Yeah. That's why they had to kind of remind him of, who he has. They said, you need marriage. Why does he need marriage? Why does he need marriage? Something is wrong with Chris. Chris is a mess. He's a mess. He doesn't do relationships well.
You probably need to compensate for something by getting married. He has some skeletons.
You need marriage, Chris.
That's what marriage is about, though.
He has no accountability, y'all. No, he has accountability.
He just don't like it. He don't listen.
He doesn't listen to it.
I cannot stand people who has no accountability. It's always them. They're the victim. Everybody else is against them. You're doing actions. People are reacting to your actions. And it's those people's fault?
That's exactly what he is. That's what he does. He calls Paige and he says, I wanted to see if you can meet up with me and my ex-fiance, the mother of my child.
We gotta give Paige some credit. I think at first when she accepted to meet with them, we thought she's lowering herself again. I think she had her own little agenda / motive.
Yeah.
Because she really played homeboy. And she still did it nice.
Yeah. In her Paige-ish way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yo, she's a nice person, bro. From what we're seeing, I don't know if they're editing it to make her look great, but she just seemed like a very nice, kind-hearted person.
I just wish Paige dressed up a little nicer.
But they were in a house. Where were they?
I don't know.
It didn't look like a lounge.
It wasn't a lounge, but like you coming to meet his ex-fiance.
No, I don't think
you want to come with your freakum dress on.
I don't think she expected this whole night out on the town type of attire.
On the couch, like she's about to counsel them.
With all due respect, though, as my wife, Mercedes is cuter.
She is. She is a very beautiful girl. And I love how Paige, she let her know that,
Yo, she did not have a housewife moment. And that was really respectable and commendable. And they are both cordial with each other because they know they were dealing with a cornball.
Yeah. He felt like Mercedes was going to
show off for him or something.
Yeah. But when Mercedes found out that Paige thought that she was pregnant, she's like, hold up, he didn't tell me all that.
Well, hold up. Okay, Mercedes, hold up.
And that's where she said, hey, we're not working things out.
Hold on, tell me. Mercedes, I'm confused. Why would you react? That's his wife. So if he had unprotected sex with her, that's his wife. So I don't know what she felt some type of way.
Because Chris is probably telling her something else. You know what I'm saying? So she probably has a right to feel how she's feeling. And so then she's like, listen, Chris and I are not working anything out. Just want to let you know that. And that's where everything started to go downhill because now Paige is like in her sweet, like smiling way, like, yeah, and she's talking about him while he's there. He's like, no, talk to me. Why you gotta talk about me? Talk to me. It's like, no, I'd rather, and she did it really well. Like, she says, you know what? And this relationship serves me no purpose anymore. I was like, yes, Paige, you are getting it. Notice when Chris starts to hear that, okay, Paige is like really gaining some balls now. He's like, all right, yeah, I'm just going to go read my Bible. I'm going to go and watch a game. I'm going to have my dinner, folding his leg.
He walked off again.
And then he walks off. And so now it's Mercedes. And Mercedes is looking at him like, she knows who he is. She knows the kind of character that he is.
No, here's what I realized from watching that. Chris needs Mercedes type of women in his life. I think she come across as no nonsense versus Paige's meekness. Some dudes, when you give them meekness, they walk all over it.
All over it.
They want somebody that's controlling. They're like, don't play with me. I will cut you. Mercedes like she will cut somebody.
The line that I'm going to hold on to. So it is time for me to walk away. And I'm okay with that. Walk away, Paige. Walk away. This review was not supposed to be this long. Chris just really
every time we talk about Chris, it goes.
We should put him first. Remember, like we did last time.
Yeah, to move on. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoy this review. Right?
Comment down below. Let us know. Like, do you feel like Paige is gonna go back? Do you feel like she's gone for good?
Yeah.
Like, what was the point of the meeting with Mercedes and Paige? Honestly.
Shout out to you guys.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more.
Why you have to do that run though? Okay, you can sing.
Hit the road, Chris. Because nobody like you, boy.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another review. You guys been loving these reviews. Our view. Thank you.
But we're noticing that you're not subscribed. So why don't you consider subscribing to our channel?
It's like right here. Right here.
We have more content coming to you, not just Married at First Sight. Right now, this is the season, so we're doing videos on it, but we do other videos as well, relationship videos on all topics, and we would love you to join the family.
Watching, once again, like, comment, subscribe, share with 5 people, and hit that notification bell to be informed when we drop our next one. Until then,
this is y'all.